It all started in 1987 when Street Fighter made its debut in the arcades. The player took control of a martial artist, Ryu, who competed in a world martial arts tournament spanning 5 different countries and 10 opponents. A second player could join in at any time and take control of Ryu's rival, Ken. In later years, Capcom tried to release a second installment, but halfway through its development the side-scrolling beat-em-up played too differently to the original Street Fighter, so Capcom decided this was way too different and they changed the name of the project. It became Final Fight. Capcom then went on to attempt again the second installment of the game, which was a success and was released for the arcade machines around the world soon after. With the success of this fighting genre at the time, the company wanted to home in on a new approach and allow people to play Street Fighter from within their homes, thus the console releases were born. Street Fighter 2 was released for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System on June the 10th, 1992 in Japan, which was followed by a North American and European release in July and August of the same year, which leads us to our review of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the Super Nintendo.
Presentation.
Street Fighter 2 has always had a unique look, aiming for a more adult audience but turning away from bloody violence, unlike other competitive fighting games in its time. Capcom designed characters from all over the world, giving them their unique looks and styles to suit the way they handle within a fight. For example, take Dalsim, our beloved yoga fighting master, a slender postured man who can move around battles smoothly and fluently. This gives players a large selection of characters to suit their own preferences to come out on top of their battles. Every character within the Street Fighter universe has their own unique look, which has become recognisable all over the world, even 20 years later. For example, the two main characters, Ken, the American blonde-haired cocky fighter, and Ryu, the Japanese honourable fighter who does nothing but train. Both have the exact same moveset, just one was better at firing fireballs and the other was better at punching air.
You win.
Controls.
So we all know about the up quarter turn punch combo, but what about the other characters? Street Fighter does really well in making the game easy to play as a general core game, but it makes it even more challenging to master. By learning the harder techniques hidden within the game, the player has to learn how to land these and perform them within a fight efficiently. Each character has their own set of unique special attacks, as well as a unique combo combination in which players must learn.
Round 2, fight. Yoga train. Yoga train. You win.
The players move fluently and control in a way where they feel heavy, but always easy to recover. The movesets are basic: back is block, up is jump, and left is left. You get what I'm saying here, which makes it easy for a player to pick up the controller and play without any training whatsoever. With some of the bonus levels available in the game, it's a great way for me to show you what I mean, so let me show you. Alright, I lost, but it still stands. It's heavy, it's fluid, and that's a good thing.
Sound and music.
Like many Nintendo releases, Street Fighter holds one of the most memorable soundtracks in the gaming society. With Guile's theme becoming a viral occurrence of the popular internet videos, it points out how the track made an impact throughout the gaming society.
Round 1, fight.
Even the simple sound effects to this day stand as an inspiration to fighting games all over the game developing societies. We all remember the squeal as Chun-li died, and the taunting perfect that rolled over whenever you beat one of your friends down to the ground without taking a hit. It was these sound effects that made Street Fighter what it is today, and under that, I think it's probably got one of the best soundtracks going.
Story.
Street Fighter, surprisingly enough, had a very good set of storylines for its characters. Every character had their own purpose to be at the Street Fighter tournament, whether that be revenge for the Shadow Lord champion holding the competition, or just simply to win the money. It's really good because, in a sense, there was also a lot of pre-stories created for the game to help drive that story a little bit further. For example, one of the contenders and one of the bosses had a fight in the previous competition, Street Fighter 1. And the contender managed to beat the boss and scar him severely on his chest. Now this plays a heavy factor into that character's run through the game. My only issue with the storytelling simply is how you get it all at the end of a character's run through the game. You have to look into further media, i.e. the animated movie or references from the guide or even the instruction manual to get that little bit deeper into their reasoning. I feel this was something that could have been integrated to the beginning of the game. I'm afraid to say this is the end of my review, and I have scored Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo with a 9.5 out of 10. Considering the fact of the game's creation date and the fanbase at the time, I still have to mark it down on the fact that its story's references are too small of a factor within the game. You've been with Bloo. Please subscribe, like and comment below if you enjoyed our video, and thank you for watching.